Oh god. Shoot, turret, shoot! What are you doing? Take your time about it, why don't you? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Star Salvage. I'm 7-Foot Dust Bunny, and today you'll be able to have a look at the ship, which is progressing somewhat, although it's looking very brick-esque. Hopefully that's going to change in the near future. It's going to look slightly less brick-esque in time. But we're not quite there yet. At the moment we're just working on the outer shell. In some news, for some reason my ship got turned off completely, my SV, while I was building, and therefore everything, or almost all the food, got destroyed, which is a little bit upsetting, because now I have a lot less food than I had. I'm not too bad, because while looting some of the other ships I found a bunch of emergency rations, so I'm actually pretty tidy. We have a door now at both ends. It's actually beginning to get dark inside. I need to move the thrusters, which are thrusting inside, but as you may remember, there was talk of salvaging one of yonder CVs, which I do still intend to salvage. I've seen a couple of these floating around. They all seem to be in identical state. They don't seem to be any different from each other, so I have already made a core. He says, if I look on the TARDIS, I should have already made a core. Here somewhere in the storage repository. Where is the core? You know you were making a core for me? There it is. It's there. It's there. See? Blindness. Happens a lot. Now I also have now 16 T4 and 3 T3 extenders, so depending on what this requires, we'll see where we go. It may only require T3. We need to get rid of the existing core for starters, which is this little fella, and we are going to put in a proper new core. So I'm actually going to take the good core, which is already connected inventory. There we go. So we have said core. We are over CPU significantly. Let's turn the power off. Now even T2 is going to take us over CPU significantly, and T3, and we haven't even got all the thrusters. So T4 it is, I think, by those standards. That tells me that we're definitely looking at T4. But that should be fine. We've got plenty of T4 available. So I'm going to grab those because the core is right there. And what I'm going to do is take that out and that out. And we are going to put our T4, at least for now, we're going to put them here, here, and flip them round and have them. I like the circle bits out, so let's do the circle bits out here and here. And I'll figure out something for this later, because there's a good chance I'm not going to be standing on this, because my intention is to replace these with a M-type, not S-type, you see. So these I'd want to retrieve anyway. I'm going to be retrieving the broken blocks. See, I kind of hate the way those look from that side, but I know that's how they look on a lot of my windows, so let's not talk about that. Oh, I did build myself the salvage multi-tool, which is awesome, but it's eating my charges. I was actually hoping that I could upgrade my large constructor to an advanced constructor, but then I've realized I can actually make an advanced constructor, which I didn't think I could at the time. So there's that story. We have lots of goodies to sell. We just need enough pentaxid to get the hell out of Dodge and sell it. So we need to take these M thrusters, and I know in ammo storage we must have more of those. They're S, and they're S of the wrong flavour. Where are the M's? We have another XL thruster available to us, which is excellent. We have some M's here, there we go. So here we go. We may as well have them. I always prefer that look from the other side, to be honest. So we're going to go with those. There we go. Now, the one thing we are ludicrously short of still is, one, we're ludicrously short on actual charges for these tools, and two, we're ludicrously short on, believe it or not, steel blocks. I know, there's a lot of steel blocks outside, but they take multi-tool charges to get. I don't think I bothered to unlock steel blocks. I may have, but if I remember rightly, they're really expensive to unlock because Star Salvage doesn't want you making steel blocks. You can make carbon substrate, you can unlock steel blocks, but it costs like 150 or 50 points. Now I have oodles of points, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to use it on unlocking blocks. I feel like that is bad. Because somewhere here under just like, is it salvaging or somewhere, there you go, steel blocks 50, hardened steel blocks 125. I mean, obviously that gives you like Xeno steel and cool things like that, but I mean, let's be honest, it's not like there aren't a lot of blocks out there. I just hopefully need to find some salvage tool charges in order to let me do it. So let's bring the ventilator on. I mean, the RCS is probably not required, so I mean, that's probably one of the things that was really hitting me up on. Yeah, it was. Look, I may have actually been able to go just T3, because you look at the RCS. The RCS here was, I didn't notice that before, was 6,000 of my consumption. So those are not required at all. Anything decent? Nope. No, they are not required, and this cargo box is going. See, this can actually go because there's a ventilator in the floor, and that ventilator can stay in the floor. That's fine, because all of this floor here will be replaced with cargo jobbies, cargo extensions. That's the word I'm looking for. Cargo extensions. So yeah, I remember now, these have ludicrous amounts of RCS, which are just not required. Just too much. That being there seems incorrect. Oh no, that's for the cockpit. Okay, that's fair. I guess that's required. So yeah, today's episode is really going to be recovering this CV and partially making it usable again, which is going to be a little bit similar to last episode, I know, but this is a different CV, and this one is going to be for completely different purposes. So my idea is to take out all of this floor. And yeah, all of this is going to be like cargo extensions and make it so as it's cargo access. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? You know, you just make that. I can put the cargo access maybe, I don't know. I'd like to make this block slightly curved to make this corridor feel wider. But you know, yeah. I'd like to make that cargo access. Of course, the things I don't have here, which are actually quite important, are I can make a storage repository, which I'd forgotten, obviously. I can make, and I can make a bunch of these, which we'll make a whole stack there. I can't remember, you have to calculate how many you actually need for 320. We'll just do that a second in a side thing. So you need, what you have to have is you can have 3,200, sorry, 320,000 maximum storage, but your actual storage container is 8, so you have to take that off, and then you have to divide the rest by the 8,000. So yeah, your storage container is 8,000, then your other extensions are 8,000 each, so you need 39. There we go. Easily done. So there's a lot of O2 things here. We can repair the console, we don't really need to. I'd rather repair the ventilator. This one I'm gonna get rid of. Let's take that. We might need to fix the hole in the roof at some point. But as we go, we should be able to fix up a bunch of this stuff. I don't know how many. I mean, to me, it's going to be awfully warm under some of these boots, because there's a thing right there. Need to figure out the best way around the ship. Hey, look, you're actually walking on the CPU extenders here. Okay, so those need to go. 1, 2. Let's get rid of all those. End up being careful around the extenders. The last thing I want to do is bloody destroy the extenders, isn't it? So yeah, you gotta have a look here and see this one. You got 1, 1, 1, 1, and to me there should be another at least 1 or 2 down the other side. There should be one here somewhere. So again, a medium thruster. Why can't I put it there? This one is tucked in kind of there. But I know it's different on the top, or on the other side. There's a sort of breakaway. So it sort of steps down. You're about to leave remote logistics. Where the hell is my logistics gone? My TARDIS is just over here somewhere. Right, leave the build with me for a bit and I will bring it back. So I might have wound up stripping a bunch more blocks off than I needed to here. I'm desperately trying to actually get the ship to be somewhat close to airtight. I should really be using symmetry as well, which I'm not. But we're getting there. Apart from the fact I occasionally do that, which is a little bit annoying. And I actually want to use a different block in there because I want to use this block and do that because I like it better that way. But yeah, we're not far off getting the ship to actually be flyable. I haven't checked, but I suspect we're missing some essentials like, let's have a look here, devices, missing cockpit, missing generator. Yeah, well, cockpit, we know we have access to cockpits. We have at least a cockpit or two available to us, so that is not... Why do I keep switching the wrong way? So that should not be a big deal. Let's get that one in, and then we want to do like this, right here, yoink, and we'll do the same over here. Then we'll put a thruster in there, which we can again just grab the style of. Nice and easy way of doing it. Grab those, grab the style of that, yoink, and I'm out of blocks. And we're so close to being actually airtight. But those thrusters show as being on, even though technically we don't actually have a generator. Something I've done here is you used to be able to go up on the back here, but we're not going to be able to, but that's fine, because in all honesty, I don't think I want us to be able to. I don't see any use for it. I'm not going to have an SV on the back. I'm not going to have anything like that, so for me there's really no reason to have that there. So I'm quite happy to leave it as is. Right, we need a couple of a generator. I mean, this is going to be complete overkill for the situation, but I think I'm going to do it anyway, which is to warp that one up there. This will be engineering. So we have a generator. Now we need a cockpit, and that will get the ship flying. And it should be enough that this little area here at least is airtight, as I have made this area hopefully airtight. So let's just grab the cockpit and find out. One cockpit, and you know, we don't like that one, we prefer this one. And okay, so now if we turn the power on, what will happen? Will it destroy itself? Okay, doors closed. O2, is the O2 on? The O2 is on, but are we not airtight here? Why are we not airtight? We should be airtight. Is one of these blocks not a proper block? That's a steel block. That's a steel block. Everything should be... Ah! That is the problem. That is the problem, sir. So that one has to go, because that can't be like that. Why do I keep switching guns in that way? So I put some extra bits in there, but I'm going to have to actually put, for example, I need to put something in there that is not going to have the wardrobe exposed, because the wardrobe being exposed is what's causing the air leak. So you need to have maybe something like this, in there. I think that will fit if I get the position right, which I think is like that. Yeah, let's put that in and fix the texturing later. Airtight, airtight. There we go. We're now airtight in the cockpit. We have access out the front straight away, which is nice, which is what we would want. The worst bit is we have, whoa, this thing is this thing bigger than I'm thinking, or is the TARD, or are we just away from the TARDIS that's looking smaller? Wow, this thing is twitchy as a mofo. Okay, it is just that we're away from the TARDIS, and the TARDIS is huge. This thing is twitchy. I think I've still got quite a few RCS on here. No, just one. Good God. This thing is twitchy AF. Station services? Just trying to see. Let's have a look at the statistics. You're 70 degrees, roll 100 pitch, so 71. Okay, it's a little bit twitchy. What I'd like to do is we'll just get it to lay down like this. Can we dock? There we go. We're docked. We can now turn the power off. Oh, it's loud. Now, you see what I've done is while we have that exit out the front, we can also come around here, go down, and we have an exit out the bottom, out here. Which, unfortunately, we haven't got an exit further down. But this will now be our salvaging CV from here on out. So this thing needs to be worked on. This one I don't think is going to have a warp drive. It's just going to have attachments for basically being what it is. I need to put some extra thrusters in. I need to plug up more of the holes. But it will have defenses, which in fact I'm probably gonna tweak this so as we can put some turrets on top too and have some turrets down the side, so it's gonna have plenty of defenses. We need to get rid of this crap from here because we've got all these horrible little bits sticking out. Unfortunately, they seem to stick out all over the place. I thought I'd got most of them already, but seems to be the one thing you end up tidying up more than anything else is just picking up all the little bits of stuff that are supposed to be damage. So then we just need to fix up the boot here, which will be fine. Once we fix that up, again, I'm gonna probably lay in a load of cargo storage onto here so we can have plenty of cargo storage. But yeah, it'll be fitted out with lots of turrets to defend us, as well as I'm probably gonna put on here somewhere, like somewhere down here or here on the side maybe. I will put in some of those sentry turrets, also for when we're landed. So that will be our defenses. In truth, you'll notice my health is low. That's because I've basically almost suffocated to death a couple of times while going out round here. I have checked a bunch of this area for parts. I'm not going to go any further on parts at the moment. I have a lot of items that I need. I have lots of spare parts. I have lots of stuff to sell. What I need is pentaxid, and I need to be able to get going with stuff to sell and things like that. So I am actually going to head back to the planet at the moment and see if we can pick up some pentaxid and get on our way and see if we can cash in some of our goodies. So it looks like this is going to be the short-term goal for the time being, is just going to be landing on these mountaintops, running around and picking up enough pentaxid shards to just get ourselves, well, somewhere. At the moment I don't even know where that somewhere is. Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? Crouch, I can get out of here. That somewhere may be here, but the information is vague. I mean, this says shipyards. So shipyards, technically in shipyards you should be able to use the factory. Which it might be interesting to visit, but I'll be more interested in seeing if I could actually, you know, go to some station services where I can buy enough. My only concern with going there is it burns pentaxid, and I don't know for certain what I'm going to get. You know, I don't know its ISI, I don't know anything about it. At the moment, all I know is that back here, where we started at, I think it's Mantra F, which is, I believe, where we started back here. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't this where we started? I thought it was here. This was where we started? Yes. Orbit starter. Oh, that's orbit starter. So, one of these was where we started. All I know that with that starter is that somewhere there is ISI. But it's, what is it? How far away is it? It's 18.6 light years. So I'd have to get enough to get us the 18.6 light years plus change to jump to the actual system we started on, and then go to ISI. If I can... The problem is, if I don't have enough to jump... Alright, let's explain why this is a concern. If I... Let's go back here. If I jump to here, which is supposed to have the space station, it's only 3 AU away, so that you will use 4 pentaxid. I need to make sure I've got enough to go somewhere else to try and get more pentaxid later if I'm stuck there, because otherwise I'm stuck there. I'm kind of hooped at that point. So I have to hope that they either have station services where I can buy pentaxid, but to buy it I'm probably going to need to make sure that I'm able to sell it, to sell the stuff, and there's no guarantee at the moment that there's going to be someone there that's going to buy it. If it's colonist traders, I've not got so much to trade them. I might just have to trade them any old crap I can trade, which I don't want to do, in order to, you know, get the pieces, get the bits I need. Anyway, I will continue collecting and see where we get to. Okay, so now we should be able to make, well, not that many. We have 20 odd. So we should be able to make enough to get ourselves out of here. So that indeed is the plan, to get the hell out of Dodge in darkness as it is. We're going to, well, get out of here as much as we can. 51 minutes with all these thrusters, even though I have so many fuel tanks. I only have 51 minutes of fuel. when I'm burning my thrusters on full lift. Okay, so I'm gonna risk it. I've got enough that I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna jump to here and see what and see what we get. So I don't think we're gonna have made all of that pentaxid just yet, but the plan is, look, 38. That's plenty enough to. Have I just put that in the wrong pentaxid tank? I have. Let's put some of that back. Let's not put all of it back. We'll keep that in reserve just so I can have it there just in case I need it. Right, so that's 38. So that's 38 AU. So no issue there. Right, let's jump. The big problem, of course, is, if you haven't already thought about this, I don't have a detector. So hopefully this station is visible or indicated or on the map. So I'm gonna stop and see what I can find here, because I actually have no way other than getting out in the SV to find this thing. Holy crap, there's a lot of red. Okay, how much red are we talking? Okay, that's Polaris level 1. That's Zeraxian, that's Pirate, that's something, this is Pirate. I am not seeing anything good though. I mean, we will go out into system a bit and keep pinging the scanner. See if we can find something that's actually worth finding. Let's just waypoint that so that I can get back if I have to. There's a lot of ships flying around out here. Problem is, none of these ships seem to be a base. And if that's I'm thinking, because we've seen a lot of pirate space already, are we liable to see just pirate space? Or pirate base, sorry. Anything that's not moving? Anything that's a base? Anything that's a station, you know? There are a lot of ships here. Junk storage drone. Well, that's positive. Maybe, sort of. I mean, I could always take down a junk storage drone. I don't know if it'd have any pentaxid in it. Pirate Prometheum trader spotted. He spotted me too. There's something over there that's pirate that spotted me as well. None of which is a base. So this is not looking promising. So much for finding anything in the way of station services or anything like that. I mean, this appears to be a friendly ship at least. It's a Harkon Sunseeker. Lovely. I mean, again, makes you think there'd be colonists here, but we are way away from our vessel now, and we've seen nothing, not even a hint on the scanner of a base. So I am calling this a bust. There is no space station here. It's all a lie. There's just pirate drones chasing me to the end of the earth. Because I'm pretty sure those are drones chasing me. but I am literally just going to try and leg it back to my ship and get the hell out of Dodge. Where to now? I don't know. I think I'm gonna jump back to known space. So with that rousing non-success and the fact that we're still getting chased by drones, holy crap! Oh god! Shoot, turret! Shoot! What are you doing? Take your time about it, why don't you? Thank you. Thank you, laser cannon. Your rotation is incredibly slow. But at least you're seeing off the drones. Right. We are gonna go all the way back to where the story began, I think. And then perhaps we'll pick a completely different direction to go in next. Hold the phone. Just a second. What is that? Is that a transport or is that a transport? We're back in the home system. I'm heading towards the ISI base. I appear to be stuck on my seat, which is never a good thing. And I want to ping my scanner to see what the hell that is. Okay, thrusters need to be on slightly. Okay, just ping it a second. Okay, it's Polaris something or other. I still haven't run in. I was wondering if it was Cryo Module 3, which we know I need to lay my hands on. What I also love to lay my hands on is a bloody CV detector. In fact, 2 now, because I have 2 CVs. In terms of space junk, we have Polaris there. We don't want Polaris. I've labelled that space junk because I happen to know there's an ISI base there. So we will head there and park up, and we will trade in all our goods and see if we can buy our way out of trouble with our salvaged gains. But that will have to be next time, because I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.